Alright, I'm gonna tell this video, free grace basically is a cakewalk to the kingdom of heaven, right? Because that's basically in a nutshell, what these free gracers believe. If you ask them, they'll tell you that, you just gotta believe for like 1 second, and as long as you like truly believed, then that 1 second will grant you, eternal salvation, and nothing you ever do could ever cost that. Like hell, it's so extreme that, like, say for instance, like I even asked one of these dudes on a live stream I did maybe 2 weeks ago. I asked him, wait, so if you guys believe it's just 1 second and then you're eternally saved, and nothing can take that from you. So are you guys even telling me that Judas Iscariot, the man who betrayed Christ for 30 some pieces of silver, so is he even getting to heaven then? Because he believed, right? He believed in Christ for a while before he traded on him, right? And then, gave him over. So according to these dudes, they've even told me, yes, Judas is absolutely saved. When he dies, well, he already died, but in the judgment day, we'll say, he's going to, be saved forever. It's like, wow, when I remember reading scriptures, I thought it said, it's going to be, terrible in judgment day for that man who betrayed the Son of Man. It's like I don't think I'm the only one who remembers reading that, right? You know, but these guys, oh, as long as you believe for a second, he's truly saved. Even though he betrayed Christ. Like, wow, it's crazy to me. It's crazy that there's people out here who believe this garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a person like myself who's, you know, been watching, religious content or, Bible related content on YouTube for like 12 years now. Um, I gotta say, man, I'm really shocked and surprised with what I'm seeing on YouTube, here in, late 2024, early 2025. It's really bizarre to me, man. Like, if you were to go back like 8 years ago, you didn't have no such thing as a free gracer on YouTube. You didn't have anything called full preterism on YouTube. All of this stuff is like brand new garbage that popped up ever since like 2020. Shit, it seems like that Corolla thing from 2020 brought some of these brought some of these demonic doctrines with it. That's really what it seems like, man. It's like YouTube seems to be like overran nowadays by these people, giving these false rapture dates, these free gracers, and these full preterists. And you could keep going on and on with the garbage on YouTube. Idiots out there saying the Bible itself is the mark. Idiots out there saying the God of the Bible is the devil. Idiots out there talking about a heavenly mother. You know, shit, we could keep going on and on about the garbage that people are putting up on YouTube, man. But, these free gracers, it's just it's really bizarre and remarkable to me. It's strange to me that people who appear to be intelligent would fall for such garbage. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, there's a lot of these guys on YouTube that, actually went to these theological seminary schools, or as the Harg will call it, a theological cemetery school. And, it's just remarkable to me how these people can sit through that information and still believe in garbage that, like, a person that reads like one verse in the Bible would say. Like, oh, John 3:16, everybody, right? Hey, as long as you believe. It's like, okay, but as somebody, who's read the whole Bible, it's like, didn't you remember any part where it said it? You got to continue in what he said. Like, say, for instance, like in John 15, 13 on down, Christ told the apostles, you are my friends, as long as you continue in whatsoever I've taught you. So by logic, that would mean that it's possible to stop following in what Christ taught. And guess what? By logic, that would mean they're no longer his friends. Like, say, for instance, Judas wasn't Christ's friend anymore after he betrayed him. But these idiots, oh, he's saved forever because he believed for a while. Saved forever. It's like, okay, well, I'm sorry to inform you, but do you guys know that like half the Earth's population at some point believed in Jesus? So does that mean that Like say 4 billion people out of 8 billion are going to heaven. Because a lot of people probably don't know, but Christianity is in the top 3 most famous religions in the world, right? The 3 of them, in case you didn't know: Islam, Christianity, and Hinduism, right? Those are the 3 dominant religions around the world, right? Each of them have, 1 billion plus followers. Which, as far as I know, I believe Christianity is probably the biggest one, right? Christianity has like 2.6 billion followers, and Islam has like, what, like maybe 1.5 billion, something like that. Hinduism got like 1 billion. Yeah, so shit, Christianity might be the #1 religion, right behind Islam. You can fact check me on that. But, you know, half the Earth's population at some point in their life said, yes, I believe. So according to these guys, won't they all save them? Because again, it just takes 1 second of true belief. So say, for instance, if you ask a 5-year-old if they believe in Jesus, they're going to tell you they do. So how are you guys going to say that's not true belief then? Like, that's a good question, because they'll say, well, it can't just be said, it has to be true belief. Well, what does that mean by like true belief though? Like, what does that mean? Like, say for instance, if a 5 or 6-year-old says they believe in Jesus, are you going to say they're lying then? And if you admit that you don't think they're lying, well, then by that logic, then you believe they're saved forever. Well, what about if in their mid-20s they convert to Islam, right? Or convert to Hinduism? Are they still saved forever? Like, I know a guy who used to go to church, every Sunday, right? For literally years, I remember this. And, I talked to the dude recently, and now he believes in Hinduism. So he worships 300 gods now. So according to these guys, hey, he was a vigilant Christian, inside joke, right? He was a vigilant Christian, and did all that. So he was saved forever. Even though now he believes in 300 different gods, he's still saved forever. At least that's what, these free grace, retards on YouTube would tell you. And it's funny because they make it sound like, what we're teaching is the most popular view. It's like, what the hell? People don't want to hear it. They have to do works. Like, say, for instance, like I was watching a video that Al-Azhar, the head of Sakari, put out. And he was on the street, with the camp, and they were talking to some Christians. And the topic about salvation came up. And then they were like, hey, just John 3:16. And then Al-Azhar was like, no, hey, what did Christ say? Right? Matthew 19:17. If you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. Right? Christ said, if you want to enter into eternal life, you got to keep the commandments. He didn't just say, I believe that I'm God. And, really that's it. Just believe for a couple seconds and, you're eternally saved. Like, that's not what was said. He said, if you want to enter into life, you have to keep the commandments. But I used the example from that video about how the person said, John 3:16, just believe, to show that's the predominant view out here, that you just got to believe. Hey, everybody knows John 3:16. Little elementary school students can quote John 3:16 off the top of the head. And I'm not even talking about Christian schools. So everybody knows that. Everybody believes that. So what the hell are these guys talking about? That, everybody believes in works. It's like, that's not true. Then they'll try to pretend, well, there's other religions that talk about doing good works. It's like, yeah, dummy, but you do realize we're having a conversation about Bible, right? Like, that would be as retarded as saying, like, say if we're having a conversation about God and then somebody brings up, well, in this other religion, there's 20 different gods. It's like, okay, but the context of the conversation is about the Bible, though. So who cares what these other, religions over here on the right believe? Because the whole context of our conversation is about the Bible and what the Bible teaches. So, it's just funny to me, how backwards some of these guys are, man. Like say, for instance, right? Like if I put up a okay hand signal, everybody would be quick to call me a Satanist and, a Freemason. But yet nobody has shit to say when this dude Jackass 77, right, Jack Smack 77, aka Jackass 77, the cult leader of Free Grace himself, when he goes on the internet and condemns every living soul to hell and that they're going to burn forever because they disagree with Free Grace on one topic. Nobody has shit to say about that though, right? But oh, well, this guy's wearing a Red Bull hat. That must mean that something strange is going on. It's just remarkable how retarded some people are on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Or the whole new one, right? Oh, look, that's a pentagram right there. Right, that's the star of Refam or something, right? Reframe, whatever these, dumbasses on YouTube are trying to say these days. Right? So, they'll criticize my drip inside joke, right? They'll criticize the drip that I'm wearing, but when this cat jackass criticizes everybody and condemns everybody to hell, or even tells you can live like Satan and sacrifice babies and shit, nobody has anything to say about that though. But since this guy's wearing a quote unquote Star of David necklace, oh, that's like, the most evil thing imaginable, right? Oh, look, the guy got a Mr. Beast T-shirt on. That must mean that the Beast, right? Inside joke. Like, that's how retarded some of these people are on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying, man? It's just, I just find it so pathetic and laughable, man. It's just so bizarre to me, right? It's just so bizarre. But hey, that's what's going on out here, man. Hey, stupid is as stupid is, right? Hey, you know, to be honest with you, I don't even know what to say anymore. I can't believe the garbage I'm seeing on the internet these days. I just find it so pathetic and childish, the garbage I'm seeing on this platform, man. Like, bear with me a second. But yeah, man, it's just retarded and just remarkable to me, the garbage that people find popular on the internet these days, right? Like, say, for instance, these guys will say, well, what we're teaching is like the most popular thing ever. But yeah, those of us teaching law keeping, we get what, a couple hundred views on a video, if even that. But these free graces are rolling in them views. Shit, like Praise the other day got like what, $300 from like two people on a super chat. It's like shit. Hey, he's happier than a pig in shit right now. And getting thousands of views, like 15,000 views on video here or there, right? So again, people are attracted to that because that's what plays on the emotions, right? People want to hear that, right? Free grace is is music to the ears, basically, right? It's a symphony to the ears, right? It tickles the ears, right? It's just like these prosperity preachers out there, and y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You see these prosperity teachers on YouTube. Oh, and a whole other point I'll bring up. Like, anybody remember, maybe what, not 9, 10 months ago, when this guy Joel Osteen's church got attacked? Got to watch what I say on here. It's like, but wait a second, what about these idiots on YouTube talking about that the Christian church is dwelling safely today? It's like, what the hell are these idiots talking about? The Christian church is dwelling safely. Like, aren't there attacks on churches like every other week around the world? So how the hell are churches dwelling safely right now today? That doesn't make any damn sense. And how many cults have we seen come up over the last, say 3 decades, right? That, you know, killed their members in, heinous ways and stuff like that. Or cults. I'm not going to put any names out there, but you can look into what I'm talking about. But, oh, the church is dwelling safely today. I mean, come on, who out here believes this garbage? It's just remarkable to me how retarded some people are. Oh, and here's another thing, right? In closing, where I want to end it at maybe 15 minutes, but, this guy, Jackass, I saw the cat on my stream the other day, like he was in the comments, but I couldn't really say nothing because I was talking to somebody. And it was funny because the dude, I would put the link in the chat for the cat, and nobody wants to hop up. And then I offer to go and praise his stream to have a conversation, and he denies it. It's like why are you all running from a guy that's like a quarter of your age? It's like, am I really that much of a threat to you? Well, I actually am, because on the top 10 enemies of free grace video that he did, they put me at the #1 spot, meaning what, like the most severe enemy to the free grace. Which I'll take that, right? I'll take that slogan. I'm fine with taking that. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video there, and thanks for watching.